Ladies and gentlemen from Bloomington, Indiana, it's the 7th annual Mike Adams Show Christmas Special! Tonight, Mike welcomes special guests Rodney Arrest, Stevie St, Adrian Flagg, Dylan Hartley, Henrietta Applebaum, the real Santa Claus, Jenny Shemp, Patti Jewels, Peggy, Jeff Grunwald, Holly Smith, Michael Hunter, and Brittany Smith! And please welcome to the stage, Addison, Rogers, and Mike! It's a Mike Adams show! 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 It's a Mike Adams show!
You know, normally before we come on, Addison and I are in the back, and we're like, all right, here we go. We're listening real close, and we're like, all right, getting psyched out, kind of like punching each other in the arms and stuff.
Exactly.
And this time we were yakking in the bar, and we got into this room just in time to hear everyone clapping as Jared says, "Ah!" And we ran on real fast, and so I'm a little winded.
Yeah. Take a breath, take a breather.
I don't run very often. That's pretty far.
Yeah, of course. It really picks up at the end.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the 7th annual Christmas special.
Ah!
Right. Wow! Yeah, not bad. We got a good one tonight for you.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
I'm excited.
My
I'm glad you're all here. Glad you're here.
Oh, glad to see you again. It's only been a year.
I do have to ask, though I'm sure I'm glad,
Yeah.
this guy. Where's Lewis?
Right. So, my name's DJ. I was Lewis's cousin. I was actually here because, so I've got a friend here, his name's Bobby Knight, who we met in the UK. I was DJing one night.
You're friends with Bobby Knight?
I am friends with Bobby Knight. He's a real swell guy.
Wow.
One time I was DJing for geezers down at the bar, the pub. And I was playing some Engelbert Humperdinck, and came over after the set. It was really wild. And we talked for hours just all about so much stuff together. Sadly his dog died, so I came over to the States. You know, I actually got off the plane and found $50.
You say Bobby Knight's dog died, and that's why you're here?
That's why I'm here. But then I found out that my cousin Lou, he got Lyme's disease, which isn't very fun. So
yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I'm glad to be here, man. This is wicked. You guys are wicked. Yeah, this is a really exciting show. I'm really happy to be here. DJ, look me up. I'm just really glad to be here with all you guys. The States is mad.
Well, DJ, I assume Lewis gave you an idea of what's going on here. We kind of rely on him a lot to keep us on track.
You know, my main gig is playing festivals after major wars, so I'm used to things being a little disarrayed, you know, so I'm glad to be here, just going with the flow, man, just feeling out, vibing on a crowd. You guys are feeling really good tonight. I can feel you. All right, DJ. I'm a cocky cockney.
I guess that's what we got.
The show's not bad.
Yeah. Hey, DJ!
Thank you!
Yeah.
I guess, that's great.
Yeah, wowee. Okay.
You say you're related to Lewis?
He's my cousin, man.
You don't look a thing like him.
You know what that's weird.
My auntie says we look exactly alike. But I don't know.
You were saying something?
Oh, I guess this guy's my cousin. Oh. Wow. Hey, man.
How about that?
It's really nice to meet you.
We're going to have to talk after this show.
Okay.
Since I didn't hear what Jared said to everyone before we came out, and I have no idea what you know, We barely know anything. Jared, do we want to give everyone a rundown of what's happening here tonight?
Yes.
Okay, good. That way we'll also know. So, you know, in the spirit of
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of spirits in that tradition.
It's true. Better out than in. In the spirit of the season, we decided tonight, you know, we've gone a whole year without a show. That's a long time.
Yeah,
For,
it is.
You know, for guys like us who are used to doing stuff.
Yeah, 12 months or more.
That's right, yeah. 12 months, that's right. Usually you do a show in a month. We decided to pack all the guests that we would normally have in a year into one show,
Yeah,
which is about 12.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty great. Also,
Alludes to the 12 days of Christmas, the tradition we all know. We know why there's 12. We understand that. We all get that thing. Know why that we say that.
Of course. Oh, yeah, right.
But
Talk about it every year.
we've only been allotted this same amount of time as a normal episode, Mike.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense. So like I said, we're packing them in. So we've got a system, right?
That's right.
Okay, great. We've got a system going, which is we're going to have each guest on for 3 minutes apiece. Jared's got the official timer over there. Jared's been booking guests all year for this one day.
Yes.
When
It's really a Christmas miracle.
That's right. We're going to get to a lot of really great content here. Once we reach the end of the interview, Jared, we will hear what sound? And that's how we'll know the interview has come to an end.
I'm going to play the YouTube clip, Long Lasting Basketball Buzzer.
It does stay with you. That is long lasting.
That's not going to trigger DJ to think about his poor friend Bobby Knight. Is it too much?
It's all right, Bobby's okay. Bobby out there? All right, Bobby's not out there, but we're going to have a mad time. He's all good. He's rich. He's loaded.
Anything else we need to get to before we dive in?
I don't know if we want to. I got pulled over by a cop yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Christmas cop.
A Christmas cop. He was very festive. He came up with
Was he wearing a Santa hat? With
Santa
a jingle
hat,
bell?
blinking string of Christmas lights around his neck.
Wow.
Offered me a eggnog. He was very nice.
Are you sure this was a policeman?
Yeah, it's dressed all, sort of see his muscles and stuff, and
Beefcake.
Beefcake
Christmas
of course,
cop.
totally.
That sounds like one of those Rankin Bass specials that didn't quite get off the ground.
Some in the 80s trying to get that holiday crowd in there, and yeah.
Chadwick, the Beefcake Christmas cop.
Of course.
Guys, this is why I love the States, because even your bobbies are bloody ready to party. Love it.
Yeah.
Am I right? I'm starting to vibe out here. It's fun.
It was a small thing. It just ended up
Did you get a ticket?
No, I got a warning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. These are my plates. He thought they might have been expired. They weren't. But for some reason, I didn't open the envelope with my registration, and so I didn't even think, oh, there's a sticker on there you got to put on the plate. So he, pulled me over and stuff, and I actually had a bunch of Christmas stuff on. It was only 11 in the a.m., but I still had a bunch of Christmas stuff on.
Yeah.
And then he goes, you coming from a party? 11 a.m. I had to tell the officer no, but of course when he asked for my license and registration, I did initially give him my debit card. And then I had
That's
to be
illegal.
I'm sorry, officer. Are you a Venmoist or you more of a PayPal? Yeah. But it was, as I said, it was totally fine. He was real cool. There was one bag that I was afraid to pull out of my glove compartment. It was fine. It was a fine bag. I got it when I purchased the vehicle. I needed something to put the cash money in that I was going to give the person for the vehicle. And so I got this little bag with a plane on it. Really good colors. That's why I got the little bag. Really good colors. It says on the plane, "I am high," and then underneath, real tiny, and mighty. But when I got the bag, I thought this has got to be troublesome once I finally get pulled over by a cop and have to open up my glove compartment, and I didn't even think of it until that moment. And for some reason on my mind, my registration was in that bag. So I took it out, unzipped it. It was just packets of stevia sugar. And I was like, oh, I showed that to no reason. And then I had to open up the thing. And then when I opened the thing, he's like, oh, okay. And then he pointed. So the reason I'm pulling you over, you didn't put the sticker on your plate.
Got it all sorted out.
You know.
The time you told that story is 2 guesses in between there. There's 2 guesses.
Okay, great. Let's dive
you so
into
much.
the show. That was great. I'm so
thank
glad
you.
you didn't get a ticket.
Thank you.
All right, Jared.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Rodney Arrest!
Thanks, folks. This guy we have here is Rodney Arrest. No, Rodney Arrest, from the host of the Rod Arrest podcast.
Thank you, Michael.
Podcasting, that's a big deal these days. We're on.
We're on.
Great.
That's right. And what a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you.
To be amongst the hallowed grounds of the dozen or so seats on stage of the Mike Adams Show.
Yeah.
You know, myself as a podcaster, I've always had a soft spot for the talk show medium.
Sure, yeah.
Because what is talking but storytelling?
That's true. Thing. Yeah.
And what is storytelling but a beginning, a middle, an end? Mm-hmm. The fundamental experience of being human. And so I see myself akin to you, Mike.
To me.
To you, Addison.
Oh, thank you.
And even to you, DJ, the Mad Scouser.
Oh, I like that.
And so it truly is a pleasure to be here.
Well, yeah, we podcasting is such a big deal these days. How is it going for you? Are you making your living doing that?
Oh, it's great. But first, a word from my sponsor. P.U. What is that smell? Seriously, I feel like I'm inhaling some kind of green cloud emitted from someone's behind. Those words sound familiar?
They do.
If so, you might need underoos, the only men's undergarment guaranteed to muffle both the sound and odor of those unfortunate emissions. Visit underoos.com and use code RODCAST for 10% off your first pair. I'm wearing mine now, and trust me, you all should be thankful.
Wowee! So you're actually getting paid now being on this show.
That's right. In addition to a podcaster, I'm a bit of an entrepreneur.
But clearly you're a professional. I love the double mic.
Yeah.
That's right. I always keep one on me. You know, even as a small boy, I was drawn to audio storytelling.
Sure, yeah.
You know, the other kids on the block, they were busy fiddling with their Nintendos and following the latest sports fad for hours. I was fiddling with the knobs on my FM dial. I would just go up, 88.1, 88.3, 88.5. On some of the longest Sunday afternoons, I'd make it all the way up to 105.7.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It's just past a country station.
That's right. And
We found our mate's number.
we just experienced the power of audio storytelling in that explosive moment.
We truly did. What is your podcast about, Rod?
It's about audio storytelling.
Sorry about that. Thanks so much for being on the show.
It was a real pleasure.
Rod Arrest from the Rod Arrest podcast, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Great. Well, yeah, thanks, Rod. That was wonderful.
Thanks.
Jared, who do we have coming on next?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Stevie St. Nick's.
All right.
Great.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Joining us now on the Mike Adams Show's 7th annual Christmas show is Stevie St. Nick's, the Christmas Witch.
Hello.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi, Mike.
What does it mean to be a Christmas witch?
Well, it means the same thing as it does to be a witch all year long, Mike.
Spooky.
Real spooky. Just get into the spirit of things.
Yeah, so I wonder what kind of, we hear about Christmas magic a lot. Santa pulling out, like on Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, yes,
That
I am a
bag,
big fan.
It seems bottomless, he's just pulling stuff out of there endlessly. Is that the kind of magic you're dealing in? Is that what we're talking about?
I'm dealing in magic that I think people need. That still gets into that spooky spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Addison. You could have used some of that with the cop, don't you think?
Well, yes, I definitely could have handed him some magic as opposed to what I did.
That's what I do.
Oh, wow.
But how to get those pesky reindeer footprints out of the carpet. It's 1 part baking soda, 2 parts vinegar, and then smudge with sage afterwards for good measure.
Okay, that's practical magic. That's practically magic.
And that's what I think everyone needs to know, is that you just need to have the magic around you no matter what time of season. When you're gathered around the Rhiannon balm with your familiar, your songbird, when you're singing all of the carols, you need to be prepared.
Yeah, are there covens of Christmas witches, or are you kind of like independent?
We're called sisters.
Oh, okay, great. Are there Christmas warlocks?
There's a few. There's a few in my family.
Okay, great. Yeah, what are your family gatherings like?
Well, there's a lot of fawns involved.
Okay.
A lot of fawns, a lot of pound cake.
Oh.
Are you a fan of pound cake, Addison?
Well, I don't say no to a pound cake.
Who would?
I can't say no to the whole pound cake myself.
Mm-hmm.
I make a pretty magical one.
Oh, pound cake plus magic sounds like my kind of treat.
It sounds like a whole lot of rich magic.
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of snow dust on top, a lot of powdered sugar, and a
okay.
little bit of, that extraordinary quality.
Uh-huh. Enough said. I think I know what you're talking about.
You put drugs on the cake?
We don't call them drugs.
Healing aids.
Right.
Soothers, herbal soothers.
Herbal soothers on the
Sometimes they're
pound cake.
chemical soothers. It's whatever the family gathering requires,
Whatever you're
truly.
feeling that day, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, when we're vibing out,
Yeah. You know, get the right recipe.
Yeah, you're invited to my next Christmas gathering, DJ.
Wicked, I'm real scared of magic you're talking about, but that's all right. I'll try it.
We'll talk later.
Stevie St. Nick's, do you have any Christmas magic planned for this year?
I'm thinking about getting out the old broom.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Christmas broom. Now
Yeah.
this I like. It's a twist on the classic witch's broom.
Honestly, the
there you
garage
go.
has gotten quite dirty.
Oh. Okay.
So,
Oh!
Stevie St. Nick's, everybody! Stevie, thanks for being here.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mike.
wonderful. The Christmas witch.
Just until he...
We're figuring it out as we go.
We are.
you know? Yeah.
I
All
can
right,
work with that.
Jared, who's next on the show?
Please welcome Mr. Adrian Flagg.
Comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Comfort and joy.
Adrian Flagg, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. Adrian, I have written here on the notes that you are the cultural critic for Entertainment Weekly.
Well, Mike, I I'm not sure if I have a job anymore. I was just discharged from the hospital. I was a cultural critic for Entertainment Weekly, their online magazine, which when I was last conscious in 2009 was a pretty edgy thing to have an online magazine, a magazine that's on the internet, not at the newsstand, but online.
So, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
and I
no.
don't want to gloss over what you're saying, but you mentioned being out since 2009?
That's right, Mike. I had a unfortunate accident where a piece of a cellular phone, satellite, hit me in the head, and I'm not allowed to say because of the settlement which cell phone company it was.
Sure.
But I'll say that I don't need to really work now, but I am excited to get back to my passion, which was blogging. I did that even independent of my job for the online edition of Entertainment Weekly magazine.
Yeah. And you say you just came from the hospital?
Yeah, I was just discharged earlier this morning.
Did they give you any kind of crash course about what's happened in the last 10 years since you left?
Well, they knew that, I'd been at the bleeding edge of popular culture, and they said to take it slow, that the internet had changed a lot, that these crazy Apple phones that were just kind of taken off here, that everyone kind of has those now. I have been taking it slow, but I'm up to planking.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Very good.
And something called the Mannequin Challenge.
Yeah.
Seems great. Seems great. The last thing I was working on were my predictions for the new decade in 2009.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, and did you ever get a chance to show those to people?
I don't think they were ever published, but I have a few, and maybe you could just tell me
I'd
if
love to hear them.
they
please,
came
of
true
course.
or not.
Certainly.
Wow. This again.
Exciting predictions.
Yeah, I'm pretty
About the
sure
future.
most of these did come true, just because again I was at the bleeding edge of popular culture. As you know, in 2009, at my time, we had just lost a national treasure by the name of Michael Jackson. And I'd heard rumors that his hologram was going on tour. And so I predicted that his hologram with Tupac, Buddy Holly, Woody Guthrie, and Jimi Hendrix would start a craze of hologram tours that would probably by now have replaced human musicians. Is that about accurate?
More or less. Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. He's
Okay.
Yeah, there was, I think,
he
another.
certainly has disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's
Okay.
maybe been another hologram since then.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who.
Bigger than Michael Jackson?
Oh, that's the end. Okay.
wow.
Sorry. Mr. Flagg, thanks for being on. It's been so wonderful
Thanks
talking
for
to
having
you.
me.
Catch you.
Please welcome Mr. Dylan Hartley. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle bells.
Oh, no. You're good.
Hi, I'm Dylan.
Dylan Hartley, ladies and gentlemen.
Dylan Hartley.
Dylan, I have here, maybe you could talk to DJ after the show, but I have written down here that you are an aspiring DJ who
Yeah.
slipped into a coma 20 years ago.
Yeah, I just came out of the coma a few minutes ago, so I'm a little disoriented. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling kind of depressed because I found this list of things that I wanted to do
Okay.
in the new millennium that I wrote before I went into the coma, and I'm just afraid that now that I've lost 20 years of my life, I'm just not going to be able to do what I wanted to do with my life.
Well,
Oh,
man, we can
no,
help
there's
you. We can
still
certainly
time.
help you get through the list. You're like a time traveler, man. This is cool.
Okay, well, let me know if these things are still feasible. You know?
Sure, yeah.
So these
We'll
are
coach you.
things to do in the new millennium. that I wrote when I was 15. So the first one, I was really this is top of my list. Learn how to skateboard.
Oh,
Okay.
People still do that.
you know
Yeah.
they just built a new skate park in town. You can
What?
get on there. I'm sure someone can show you the ropes.
Oh,
No
totally.
problem.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
that's great.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, well the second one, Go to the next Tibetan Freedom concert. Still have
I
the
mean,
Beastie Boys put it on.
Oh, sure, yeah.
oh, I'm sorry to say, one of the Beastie Boys is now resting in power.
What?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
When?
6 years ago.
Well, I just hope it's not Adam Yauch, because he's my favorite.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. It was. I'm sorry.
What else you got on there?
Yeah.
Let's see
Move
what
on,
else,
because
got
that's a
one
sad
out of
one, but I'm
two
sure the
so
rest are gonna be
far.
great.
Okay. Number 3, go to a rave in a Scottish castle, and I put in parentheses, in Scotland.
Yeah,
We can still travel to
sure you could do
Scotland.
that. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sure we
cool.
can make
That's
that happen.
fine.
Yeah, it's cool, and then I can go there, and it's going to be part of the European Union, so I can just, go to any other part.
Oh, funny, actually.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, there was just. I don't know actually where they land on it. I don't think they're for it. All of UK has sort of seceded.
Crumbling.
Well, they still have their
right.
castles.
There's a. Yes.
Sure.
Their castles
those
all
last
around
forever.
Europe.
Yeah.
Tons of castles.
Oh, of course.
DJ knows.
Mad castles there.
I'm going to
There you
skip
are.
ahead. I don't want to get buzzed out. So.
Sure.
I also wanted to go backpacking in Afghanistan, through all the mountains and into Waziristan, and I was really into mountain ranges.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think I should even get into that one. It's
Mad war. Mad war.
yeah. There was
Mad war happened.
Okay, well, let's skip to the next one then, if you don't want to talk
DJing
about
over
that.
there, yeah.
No, it's just
Yeah.
there's a war. There's a
Yeah,
big
so
war.
then the next one was visit the World Trade Center in New York City.
Oh, funny.
Yo, you're picking all the ones. Real bad.
Now, for some people, that's too soon. But
Yeah.
you just got out of a coma, so
And he still remembers, which, frankly,
hey, that's
what
right.
you're supposed to
That's
do.
right. Yeah. He's never forgotten.
yeah.
Okay,
It's a sad one.
and then so there's this bar downtown I've always wanted to go to, but I'm not old enough. But now I guess I can go. But I always wanted to sneak into the Wild Beat.
That's the end of our time. Oh,
Dang.
Dylan Hartley,
yeah.
thanks for being on. Bud.
Please welcome to the stage, Henrietta
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hi.
Henrietta Applebaum, folks. Henrietta, I have written here that you are a craft blogger.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. I have a blog. It's called whatthecraft.com.
Pretty good.
It's it's a little clever for you. And it's just for people who kind of like me have been told by many people that they're like a lot. So
Sure.
yeah, but I share all my crafts that I like, and especially this time of the year, it's very fun. I find that making handmade presents for all my family members is really great.
Very sweet. Yeah.
And it shows them that they're important to me, but not to the point that I would spend actual money
Oh,
on
sure.
them. So
Yeah.
it's good.
What kind of crafting are you into? What kind of
Oh
stuff are
my
you making?
gosh, just
Yeah.
everything. Just everything. I have some stuff.
Oh, you brought some
Would you
stuff.
like to?
I'd love to see it,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I have
that's great.
things. Oh my gosh. So these are for my mom, and they're just some earrings.
Oh, very nice.
And I don't know how to make earrings. So you just sort of loop them.
Oh,
you loop them.
Yeah.
And that's easy.
Yeah.
So
Very
that's easy.
fashionable, I
I
like
think
that.
she's gonna like them, really.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Well, you know what I like about those? You can see them.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you give a pair of earrings to somebody, and it's like, "Who? I never saw them." But yep.
It's good. Yeah. I also have this is for my nephew, and he's
Ooh.
just
Kids
great.
love crafts.
And this is well, I don't know what it is, but I made it. It's fun. A kid will like it.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got all the colors that kids
Well,
love.
it's got
Well, it's
it's
movable
interactive.
parts, yeah?
Uh huh.
Exactly.
Real tactile.
Yeah. It's
This is feeling like stuff that I like.
No, yeah, okay.
It's right up his alley.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
I think I'm
It's
going to
good.
subscribe to this MSS feed.
The RSS feed.
RSS feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting the hang of it too.
I wasn't smart enough for Dylan, but I'm smart enough for you.
My last thing's for my brother.
Oh, wonderful.
And his name is Chad, and I don't like him much.
Well, that's considered
Sibling
yourself-
rival.
You know, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, it's because somehow, even though I'm a 34-year-old independent woman, he did get himself named my legal guardian. So I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
And last year I did needlepoint a nice pillow for him that said, "Chad, stop! Why are you like this?" And he didn't like it.
Oh, sure,
But so I decided I just made him this nice, just shapeless sack, and you know,
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's really. Yeah.
it's you know, he can wear it, you know, to our court dates, and you know,
Sure.
it's good.
And
Yeah.
you have
that's all I
instructions
brought.
on your blog for how to do this stuff?
Yes.
What are people going to find when they visit the blog?
Well, yeah, they'll find little videos and of my cat mostly, but
End of
yeah.
our time. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Henrietta, thank you.
Thank you.
Who's up next? Please.
Next up, we have the real Santa Claus!
Wow.
Wow, what a get!
The real Santa
The
Claus.
real Santa Claus!
You're showing it more than I am. I'm very excited.
Well, I was actually thinking while I was sitting out there, most people think, oh, I've met Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Nobody's met me.
What?
I've
Whoa!
never met a child.
You've never met a child.
You guys are the first people. Never met me.
Wow.
This is unbelievable.
So you're real stealthy. Yeah.
I'm surprised that we got you here, frankly, at all, because this is a busy season for you. It's a busy time of year.
Exactly.
Get a little closer to that mic, Santa.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Could talk to Yahoo News.
I was actually thinking when you guys were talking about pound cakes, you know, and recently in the news, Walmart got in trouble a little bit for a sweater. I was thinking, man, the parents who want to put a treat out near the hearth, how about a pound cake with 3 lines of snow on it?
Oh, wow. Okay. That is quite something.
That's going to
everyone
make the
see
night
that?
go much better.
Did everyone see that viral sensation of the Christmas sweater that was pulled from Walmart because it had cocaine? It had Santa Claus doing cocaine on the sweater.
Oh, wow. Wow. Ugh. Now, wait, but you're saying, Santa, that's cool by you.
It's going to help out.
It's going to help out.
It's a long night.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole long night. I would imagine you
You gotta
probably
like stop time and stuff to make it all happen.
you need additional aids on top of the aids that you have.
That's right.
Santa, how did you find yourself with a night off?
What? What? No, come on. What? No, why?
Something went wrong.
There's no joke there. Santa needs a lot to get through a night, whatever that is, because it's a whole. Keep talking, Santa.
I'm out of things to say. Do you guys have any wishes for Christmas?
I appreciate that this is your first time really meeting people who have received your presents, and it's a lot to handle.
I wish you would undo your magic and kickstart time because it appears to be frozen at the moment. So I wish that you would just get us down the road.
That's Jared's job, isn't it?
You know the show
Santa's
very well.
helper,
That's
Jared.
great. Yeah, that's true. Now that is interesting. We've seen Jared dress up. Well, I don't.
Is he an official Santa's helper or is he a bootleg Santa's helper?
He's a bootleg Santa.
Oh, hey, nice. Not too bad.
Well, he did loan me his outfit, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't want to walk around in that all day. People will recognize you and kids will come talk to you. You'll have to talk to a kid.
Well, no, I'm never here.
Oh.
You're just.
at the
So wait.
I'm always at the North
Are
Pole.
you trying to say that either you're in pajamas or just naked throughout the year until the day of, and then you put on the suit?
I mean, that's for me to know, right?
Okay. I don't want to pry, Santa.
When I'm at home, I don't wear any I'll go fully nude. Just like you.
Just like
Just
Santa
skivvies.
Claus.
That's
I like that
that doesn't
sound.
work.
That's it. Santa Claus. The real Santa Claus.
Who's gonna go last? Nobody knows. Santa's in the middle of the show. Who's gonna go last? Nobody knows.
My God, I'm sure it's 7th annual Christmas special. It's Jenny Daniels.
Going up to Santa. Hey, but this girl will know what to do. Christmas thing is going around. What to be found?
Jenny Daniels Edwards, everyone.
Hello. Wow, okay, a face.
Our first returning guest of the evening.
right.
Yeah, you've been on the show
That's right.
before. Yeah.
Oh my God, so much has changed since the last time I was on the show. Actually, first off, I should say it's not Jenny Daniels Edwards anymore.
Oh.
It's Jenny Shemp.
Oh, okay.
Reclaiming. Actually, for legal reasons, it's very important you recognize me as Jenny Shemp.
Jenny Shemp.
Oh, sure,
okay,
Miss
I'll,
Shemp.
make
Yes.
some
No
notes.
problem.
Jenny Shemp. Recently divorced. Part of the settlement is that I give up the last name.
It's part of the deal.
Part of the deal, yeah. I didn't want to, but
Yeah, that could like wreck an empire, yeah?
yeah, so Jenny Shemp now.
Yeah, and I forget how long it's been since you've been on.
I took a year off.
year, okay,
You wanted me last year. I couldn't do it. I was in the midst of a lot of turmoil.
Sure, it sounds like
See,
it.
I
yeah.
watched myself on the show last year, and I didn't like what I saw.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it. I must have watched that video about 100 times.
I have felt that way now 7 times.
Well, I was right there with you. Oh my God. Yep. I had been burning the candle at both ends.
Sure.
I had snapped that candle in half and I was burning the new ends. I mean, I was
4
just
fires
Making more
four
ends.
fires. But I have gotten all that toxicity out of my life.
Well, that's great.
I'm off social media. That technically also is court ordered.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, all right.
Sure, yeah.
I started catfishing my ex-husband's new girlfriend, and things got a little out of control. So I'm no longer allowed on the internet
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
at all. But that's
boy,
fine.
that really does wreck your blog.
It does.
Yeah, your
It wrecks my
lifestyle.
blog. But my niece, who I used to not get along with at all, really stepped up to the plate. I'm living my new best life.
Sure.
Single, loving it. I have a podcast through my niece. I don't know how it works. I just call her voicemail and say my tips and everything, and she turns it into the internet.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. She said it's on YouTube. Thirsty Ant. She says I have so many views. I can't check it. She says we're very popular.
Is it one of those beverage tasting shows?
I don't know. I give her tips about being single and finding love over the holidays. That's all that sort of thing.
Getting out there,
I pay her $200 a week. Okay. She puts it on there. She also runs my Etsy site. I sell these.
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep.
This is my. And these are $25. For any other smilfs in the house?
Oh, is that what's
Smilfs?
Smilf. SMILF.
Single mother, I'd like to.
Friend. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
That
So those are
phrase.
$25. You talk to my niece, Caitlin. She'll set you up with one of those.
Wow.
$25. Smilf. My podcast is actually called Shimpin' Ain't Easy: The Life and Times of a Smilf. So I talk about how it feels to go out. Actually, I know I'm running out of time, so I had a quick demo. One of my tips. This is the type of thing that I assume is on my podcast. What I do, like when I go out to the bars.
Yeah.
If I were to like chat.
Oh no!
No more time left this Christmas. Have to get to the demos next time.
Hey, Mike. Yeah. Is that what you were asking?
Let's just take a moment and hear where Jenny was headed with that thing.
Wait.
I kind of want to know.
Now wait. Not only are we gonna DJ.
This is something I was thinking about.
Not only are we going to do that, but also,
Yeah.
if I may, let's just all together right now, because I feel like getting attention. Let's just all take one big breath in and out.
We do this a lot on war zones too. It's good. It's good. Go get your group together.
Now that we're halfway through the show, do you want to take 15 seconds for each guest to say what they ran out of time to say, but they only have 15 seconds to say it?
Now here's the question: if that's the case, do we start with the audience or I'm not audience? It feels like a big group up here. With our guests, our
Yes.
previous guests, and then we go from there.
That's
bloody
mental.
It really is.
We're gonna move on. We gotta keep going. We got 5 more guests. I'm just saying, if you're gonna give her extra time, you gotta give it to everybody. Let's get going, everybody. We gotta go. We gotta rally a little bit more now. We need your energy. We need to finish this show. All right, a little bit more than that. You're a bunch of covers. That's right. A little bit more. A little bit more. We need you up here. We're losing. Can't you tell we're losing? All right, Christmas time. Hey, guess what, guys? It's tool time. Please welcome Patti Jewels. This time, once again, this year comes a little earlier. 24th, 5th, 23rd. Which one do you choose? Doesn't really matter. It's just a day. Just a day. Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Just a day. Think of the 21st. The 22nd. It gets to the 21st. The 20th. It goes to the 19th. It goes to the 18th. It goes to the 17th. It goes to the 16th. It goes to the 17th. It goes to the 15th. It goes to the 14th. It goes to the 15th. Doesn't really matter. Just a day. But it's a special day. And we're all gonna stay.
What up?
Wow.
Patti O'Toole, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we start, I just want to say to a few of you on stage, I need some of them underpants. I need some of them earrings. I need one of those shirts for my sister. And Santa Claus, big fan. Good to meet you.
Wow, yeah, nice. Thanks, Patti. Very
A
cool.
long list.
Yeah.
Wow.
Patti, I have on the notes here that you are helping out with a Christmas charity that delivers salami to stray cats.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Actually, I expanded it a little bit. Actually, what we're doing instead is delivering green garments to stray pets so that they don't get pinched on St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I see.
It's a big fear of mine. Around my neighborhood, I hate seeing pets getting pinched.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks to put their dog and cat in green.
Yeah.
But they are just as vulnerable as the rest of us.
It's true.
Now I don't know where you live, but you're saying it's a common occurrence to just find a bunch of pets in a dumpster or a trash can?
It's a great question you ask. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in I was born in Bloomington. I'm from Bloomington, born and raised.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you said, I'm sorry, my ears sometimes play tricks on me. You said Bloomington? You live in Bloomington. They grew up in Bloomington?
Well, born in Brooklyn, raised in South Boston. Bloomington. Raised in Bloomington.
South Bloomington.
Yeah.
South Bloomington.
And what
That's
has given you such a
interesting.
heart for these animals, Patti?
Well, I grew up in the family business. My dad was in farm management.
Okay.
Farm management, not
Farming.
waste management. That's just farm management. So I was always around animals, and he would give me little jobs to do around the season. He would, chickens owe us eggs. I go shake them down. Cows owe us milk. I go shake down the cows. Around.
Sure.
I'd have to go whack the corn around the harvest.
Okay, sure.
There's always chores to be done, but it just gave me such a heart for these animals, and I just couldn't stand seeing one more stray cat get pinched because he wasn't wearing green. I swear to God.
You sound like a very considerate person.
Try to be.
Yeah, so a lifelong Hoosier, that's what you're telling us.
Lifelong Hoosier, born and bred. Love Larry Bird. He did a great job for those Celtics.
Sure, yeah. Certainly.
I followed the Celtics the whole time I lived in South Bloomington.
Yeah.
Go Larry.
So what is what's coming up around Christmas time that you don't have to put green on cats around that time of year? So what are you doing with the holidays?
Well, that's where you're mistaken. You see, cats are cold this time of year. They need gear all year round.
Sure.
And I'm getting the cats ready for St. Patty's Day because it sneaks up on you. It's on a Tuesday, Thursday this year. I mean, you don't think about it until it's too late. That's the big problem, is that if I don't start now, by the time St. Patty's Day rolls around, we'll never have time. So believe it or not, I'm actually started on St. Patty's Day this week.
Oh, wow, great. So it's a big job.
Yeah.
Would your cats be interested in a shapeless sack?
If it's green, we'll take it. As long as my cats aren't getting pinched, I'm fine.
That's our time, Patti. Thanks so much for being here. Patti Jewels, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got next, Jerry?
It's time for Peggy by Banyo! Tis the season to be jolly.
Peggy Bynum Fanyo, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Peggy, I have written here that you have been hired as the stylist, hair and makeup for the City of Bloomington government.
Yes, I am the stylist for the city of Bloomington, yes.
And how did you land a job like that?
Well, you know, they were getting all this press, and they had those racists at the market, and then they
sure.
got that tank to kill the citizens, and I think they just, you know, they were just all over the news, and I think they just wanted to look nice on the cover of the New York Times.
Yeah, new image for the city government, right?
That's smart.
Yeah.
So what kind of work does that entail for you?
Well, so I do a lot of styling for the Bloomington City Council and the mayor and the night mayor. The night mayor loves the clubs.
Part of the gig, I suppose.
And I do some styling for the
There it is.
Yeah, I do some styling for the Board of Zoning Appeals and the Plan Commission.
Great. That's good. That's a lot of work. There's a lot of government out there.
Yeah, I've been very busy.
Yeah. Do you do any work for the Monroe County Solid Waste Management District Citizens Advisory Commission?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
It's, you know, it's a mouthful and there's a lot of people and they need a lot of style.
Yeah, sure. I can see that. Yeah. So what kind of stuff are you doing for them?
Well, you know, I help them just get that little extra pizzazz so they just really pop on the screen.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, so I got my bag of tricks here and I wanted to show you a few things.
Oh, show it off. Yeah, this is
that sounds great.
Yeah. I'm a
Terrific.
longtime fan of your show. You're doing a real good thing here.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
But I just thought maybe you could pop a little more.
Oh, okay.
You know, on the screen.
I like the way you say that.
Yeah,
that's terrific.
Yeah. So okay, here, let's get started.
I
got a
sure.
big bag of
Do you need
tricks.
Do you need me to hold? Do you need?
Well, I'm just
Here,
gonna
give
put
me
my
this.
bag.
Yeah, this will. Sure. What kind of things did you bring along for us here?
Okay.
Oh, okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
so let's just get a little bit of color on your cheeks here. A little bit of
Oh, okay,
right
sure.
there,
Mhm.
right
Very
there.
good. All right.
Yeah, just a real nice little bit of this.
I'm gonna
Looking
run
like a
for
real-
office before you know it.
Looking like a real cheery Christmas boy.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that brush?
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Yeah. I don't know
Get
what
a
any.
little bit of color on your lids here.
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Okay,
all right. Yep.
close it.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
That's aggressive,
gorgeous,
Peggy.
gorgeous,
That's
yes.
You know, beauty hurts, Mike.
go easy. Oh, okay.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh,
you're gonna be
yeah.
so gorgeous.
Yeah. All right. Great.
Yeah. Okay.
And now, what kind of hours do you have to put in working on the?
All night, all day, just whenever they want to be, you know, feeling and looking their best.
Do you have a particular favorite governmental representative that you like to
Yeah,
work
I
with?
love the night mayor.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, now I always say if you want to wow them, you gotta thick brow them.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Okay.
Gotta get right. Yeah. You just gotta get in there. Just
Yeah.
Okay, wait just a
Wow.
Oh, okay. More. It doesn't. Just keeps going.
secret.
Oh, that's the end. I'm afraid we're out of time. Okay, Peggy Bynum Fanyo.
Matt looks pretty. Mike looks pretty. Mike
did last time. Mike looks pretty. Mike looks pretty. Mike looks prettier than he did last time.
Peggy Bonifano, ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes Jeff Gruenwald.
Oh, all right. Great.
Who could have guessed that we'd have so many guests? Who could have guessed that we had so many guests? Who could have guessed that we have so many guests on Christmas? Who could have guessed that we have so many guests? Who could have guessed that we have so many guests? Who could have guessed that we have so many guests on Christmas? No one could have guessed. 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 No one could have guessed.
Okay, Jeff Gruenwald here. I have listed here that you're a disgruntled consumer.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I've been on the road. I'm here today to tell you about my terrible experience with Build-A-Bear Workshop. The company will not respond to my grievances, so I've been forced to take my story on the road. I have told it to audiences just like this around the country for the last 3 years. I had a bad feeling when the employees were standing around talking to each other while my toddler child tried to figure out the whole Build-A-Bear process all on his own. The true horror began at the stuffing station where a lady was trying the toy clothing on her tiny dog. My son looks at the dog and asks what is wrong with the dog. The customer trying the clothes on the dog starts insulting me and my toddler child and using the most awful profanity. She was very loud and everyone noticed, but the customers would not call security.
This is which building?
I'm talking, please.
Sure.
This is Build-A-Bear. We're at Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Okay.
I got 3 minutes to do this, man.
Go.
And I'm not happy. My child had many questions about this woman's behavior. He should have never been exposed to that. There was one fluffer, not my language, and one person running the register. That is not okay. Nobody had answers for me, and I quickly grew sick of the runaround. My child was so mad. I asked them to keep the bear unsewn because I wanted to put the voice box in at home, and they told me they could not do it.
If you're gonna like cough, Jeff, you can take a seat.
I don't sit. Okay. They got all defensive and they told me I can't do that. And I said, you all work at a little kid's store. If you wanted authority, you should have been a cop. I'm especially disappointed with Corey Ann at the register. Build-A-Bear Workshop was founded with the slogan, where best friends are made. I think they should change it to where best friends are made to suffer. I went to Build-A-Bear. What I ended up building is a grassroots movement against this corporate titan on the American business landscape. And now I sit.
Wow. Jeff, thank you.
Give it up for Jeff.
Well, that's quite an ordeal you've been through.
I'll say.
You're fired up, certainly.
But these people have all joined my cause, and we're ready to take down these...
Cliffhanger. Jared, who's up next?
It's time for Holly Smith!
Holly Smith!
Welcome, Holly Smith! Everyone again, started from this Christmas time. Once again, it comes every year, another year of Christmas time.
There you are. Thanks for being here, Holly.
Oh, thanks for
What a
having
great
me.
time, right?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Holly, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Holly, I have right here. You're not from here.
No, I'm from Croydon, in England.
Oh, hey!
And actually, is your real Colin, because I swear that you worked the register at Sainsbury's. Or did you, like, one time? And I swear, do you know Trish?
I know Trish really well.
I thought so.
My name is Colin. I'm not DJ. It's just for the name.
I didn't mean to call you
DJ.
out or nothing, but I just was like, I'm pretty sure that's Colin.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, I think that's
No,
Colin.
I remember you. I remember you.
Yeah. I bet you remember Trish too, don't you?
Oh, I remember Trish very well. Very well. We had a very good time together, me and Trish.
So it says here you're in the States to celebrate your first American Christmas.
Yes, it's my first time here.
Oh, wow. Welcome. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty different so far, but like the same as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like different and the same. So
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you find are the biggest differences that you're?
well, I'm still discovering it. I only got off the plane yesterday, so
Oh, sure.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? I like. Don't know. Still sussing it out. It's like my first Christmas here. Well, first time obviously. First Christmas, and it's like I'm assuming like your Christmas is pretty much the same. You know, wake up, have a Bucks Fizz, pop Slade on, wait around for Mum to cook the dinner, turkey, all the trimmings.
Yeah.
Nips. Gotta have the nips. Nips are my fave. Yeah.
Nips, I know the
Now-
nips, yes.
Colin
loves the nips.
I should say, I only understood the word turkey.
Turkey, yeah.
Yeah. But I think,
And then what? You stuff yourselves, watch the Queen's speech, have a little nap, have a couple mince pies, and then watch the EastEnders Christmas special.
Boy,
You get that
you
here, right?
nailed
Because
it.
I
That's
can't
pretty
miss
much-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a small difference. We call turkey here chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
so
is that?
that's- Oh, it's an old thing. It's like I don't know. There's this guy, Frank Chickenhead, and
He tried to explain it to me
Sounds
earlier.
like
It's really
bullshit.
confusing.
yeah. I mean, I
Really
don't know. Not
confusing.
everybody knows about the history. I'm just
Okay.
saying that.
Yeah.
I think the rest of it checks out, right?
I believe it does. Yeah.
I might be feeling
good.
most
Pretty
of
much
my.
what my family gets up to up in rural northern Indiana. That sounds like
Cool.
about what we get up to.
Good, good, yeah.
Yeah. When do you open the presents?
Oh, God. Well, we have to wait for Auntie Joan to get there. And Grandma Joan. It's
Oh, sure.
confusing.
Yeah.
That's why we say Auntie Joan, Grandma Joan, because if you just say Joan, both could respond. So we have to wait for Auntie Joan to get there, even though she gets no one anything,
Yeah.
which is a nightmare. And we can only open 2 presents before dinner. So then we got to wait till after dinner before we can open the rest.
Okay.
And I tell you what, that really does get me knocked because Mum always says dinner's at 1. It's never at 1. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's 1:30, I'm starving. Grandma Joan, she's on the sherry, so she's pissed as a fart.
Now, actually,
Polly Smith, ladies and gentlemen,
There you go.
first American Christmas.
Cheese.
Please welcome Micro into the city. It's Christmas. You go from the red-nosed reindeer. Had a condition where he had a shiny nose.
oh, don't hurt yourself. Have a seat.
Micro Onda.
Micro Honda.
Feliz Navidad.
Micro,
¿Cómo estamos?
I have written here, all I know about you is that you are celebrating a recent victory after coming out of retirement.
Oh, yes, my God. I am.
What kind of victory and what did you retire from?
Well, let me tell you something.
Please.
I beat that man. Se llama Le Llama. I beat him into the ground.
Yeah.
And I pulverize him. And I make him look like a fool. Do you know why?
Yeah.
And I did it after retirement, man.
How long were you retired?
Man, many years, muchos años, man. I have 9 grandkids, you know that?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that is quite a lot of grandkids.
A lot, man. I'm
What was you?
36, man. Getting old.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you're talking about wrestling here.
That's right, man. La lucha. Ooh. ¿Sabes qué, you know what?
That's the deporte de my país. That's my sport, man.
Sure. Yeah, naturally. Yeah, it would be.
That's right.
Yeah. Where did you wrestle when you came out of retirement?
Well, I go all the way around the country. You know what I'm saying? I go to California. I go to Maine. I go to Alabama. I go to Canada. I go all over, man.
Yeah. Do you have a signature finishing move?
Yeah, man. That's called the microonda armbar.
Armbar?
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
do.
no,
I take
okay.
it on
Yeah,
like
all right.
this.
Yeah.
You know, I take it like this, and I go like that. Yeah. That's that armbar.
Wow.
He got you, Mike.
I see why that's the big finish.
Oh, that's coming off.
That's
All
right.
right.
It's getting
Okay.
crazy.
I love Navidad, you know that?
Yeah, well, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Christmas album, too.
You do?
That's right, man.
What's
That's
the name
right.
of that thing?
It's called Navidad con Microonda. Yeah, man. I make that album so good, I say, when we make a movie track to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A music video?
No, a movie.
A feature length?
That's right, man. Yeah, I was sitting around. I was eating my lunch with my cousin, my primo.
Sure.
I said, we listened to the music. I said, man, this music's so good. I want to make a movie out of it. And so we did.
Naturally, as
we
you do.
did.
Yeah, as
and
one
so,
does.
you know what?
Yeah.
It was about the baby Jesus.
Uh-huh.
And the Navidad in the manger.
Sure.
And then the three wise guys, they come off.
Sure.
But they're not the wise guy. They're the Yama. And his foolish mind. But you know what? So I look at you know what?
What?
I was a baby Jesus. And I come up and I beat them. I beat the Yama. Then I put him in the microonda armbar.
Take him down.
That's right, man.
Kick off the season.
That's right.
Wow.
This movie sounds smashing.
Yeah.
You gotta see him, man.
Oh, it's all the time we got. All right, Jeff, where are we at tonight?
We got one more guest. Please welcome to the stage, Brittany Smith.
Brittany Smith, coming on. Guest number 12.
Shango battles.
Brittany Smith, guest number 12.
Hi, everybody.
The 12 guests of Christmas.
I just wanted to thank you all for having me on your program.
Certainly.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before, and it just feels really special and magical.
Oh,
and
wow.
Is this going to be on TV?
Oh, sure, yeah.
They're
It'll be on
filming it.
community access television services. Yeah.
That's seen online all around the world.
That's right.
I'm 28 years old. I'm from Bloomington, beautiful Bloomington, Indiana.
Right here. Right here. Yeah.
I have a loving husband at home and two beautiful children, and I really hope they're watching right now, and I'd like to tell them Merry Christmas.
Oh, sure.
If I could.
That's so nice.
Merry Christmas, Bobby and Tommy, and my beautiful husband.
Great.
Merry
Yeah, very
Christmas.
cool. Now, Brittany, I actually didn't receive any notes on you at all.
Well, I'm just an ordinary woman, you know. I got the call from your producer, and when opportunity knocks, I don't really ask any questions. I just see what happens. But I'm just excited to be a special guest.
Oh, sure. Did you have any idea what you were getting into here?
Well, I watch TV every night, and I'm watching Survivor right now.
Great.
And
yeah, Survivor.
I was really shocked when Missy went home last night. That was a huge blindside. It was actually a double elimination. Aaron went home too.
What? Oh my gosh.
And he went straight to the jury, and I couldn't believe it. And I know you're both in show business, so I don't know if you know what's gonna happen or who's gonna win. Because I'm pulling for Janet, but.
I'm good. I've got one right here. Thank you, though. Yeah, Janet seems great to me. That seems like a good pick.
She's gonna win.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
You know she's gonna win.
Well, I don't know. I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah, I've signed an NDA with the showbiz people. That's a non-disclosure agreement. That's like a showbiz talk.
Show business
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell my friends at the office about that.
Yeah, yeah.
An NDA.
That's
you
right.
said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. I sign them all the time. Yeah.
I've never seen so many celebrities that want to.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you make of this crowd?
This is like.
Totally.
This is just really special.
Oh.
Do you have any real interview questions for me? Like
Sure,
a real
of course I do.
TV interview for me?
Yeah, of course. How did it feel to not be there and then be there?
Showbiz is confusing. That's the thing. That's
I
a
don't
real
know.
showbiz question.
But I found out last night that for a cocktail, you just need. I found this out at a Christmas party, staff Christmas party for a staff I'm not a part of. To make something a cocktail, you just put a lime in it.
Oh.
So this has been a beautiful gin cocktail.
That's the end of the interview.
Mike!
Can we all stand?
Mike, good news.
Yeah, Jared.
You've been allotted some extra bonus time to ask any follow-up questions to any of the guests.
Oh, I like this.
Put that pressure on me.
Oh no, I'll ask the questions.
No, they have to raise their hand.
Wait. Now, here's a fun. I'm just gonna ask, and everybody answer at the same time.
Oh sure.
What do you guys do on New Year's Eve?
Giving another talk about Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Knitting, something about clothes, Build-A-Bear Workshop. I just thought it'd be more of like a, but it.
I'm checking in on Foursquare. I'm pretty sure they're the biggest social media company.
Foursquare.
Almost.
Okay, now
almost. Oh boy.
Yeah, we're there. I mean, there was an outstanding. We didn't get to hear much from. Franklin was his name. Boy, we had a lot of guests tonight.
Look, I just want to make sure everyone who prepared a prop gets to use their props.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was gonna, sort of get at.
I can do my quick demo.
Oh,
let's do the quick demo.
Let's do the quick demo
from Jenny.
Thanks. Oh no, you don't have to move. It's fine. Oh yeah, just sit. See, for all the single ladies hitting the clubs during the holidays looking for love.
With the nightmare.
Make sure you wear your SMILF shirt. And this is just something I do to save time when I'm hitting the bars, because I'm pretty sauced when I get out there. And I don't want to double back on myself. So when I start talking to somebody, just to answer honestly, I'd come up and I'd be like, hey, cutie, you single?
No.
Okay. Waste of time.
Oh, it says W-O-T.
That's
waste of time.
Just right away, I know I don't have to talk to him ever again.
Wow.
And then you can and if you can tell from behind somebody, like if he's talking to a woman, just waste time.
Oh, what?
That's just.
You didn't even see the
what
front
I
of
do.
me.
That's a good move.
You can't. They're available on my Etsy. So that's all.
Thanks, Jenny. That's good. That's actually good
That's
strategy. Anyone can
really terrific.
Buy those from her. Well, you're not going to believe this. We got through 12 guests, and that means we've reached the end of the Mike Adams Show Christmas Special, 7th annual show.
Here again. I can't believe it.
Yeah. So, were you about to say something?
I just didn't want to. I don't know, Mike. I didn't want you to feel bad because you got done up, and then I asked for eyebrows because I never had eyebrows. I don't want you to feel bad because but it's really nice that we both have eyebrows.
I think so too. Yeah, and then we can do a lot more of like.
Yeah. After this show, it's gonna be a whole lot of. You know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna be wasting anybody's time.
Take this sticker right off my back. Wait a second.
Okay. So every year at the Mike Adams Show Christmas Special, we like to close the show by kind of doing something together and ask you to participate with us. So if everyone can stand up all together, get ready to kick off the season.
Yeah.
Here we go. Great.
Okay.
We're gonna do the traditional thing here.
Yeah.
If everyone will join us, you've been doing a great job of it so far.
Fantastic.
Please join us in a moment of silence for all the Christmases that have come before.
Silencio.
That about covers all of them, I think.
It's good.
So now, well, join us as we head out back into the snow together. We're gonna sing a traditional seasonal song.
Yeah, a real fine jingle.
Yeah.
Could you give us a note? What's the first word?
More.
More.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. More season's greetings to you all from Menards. You save big money, you save big money when you shop Menards. Plumbing, electrical appliances too. The savings will always get right back to you.
That's you.
You save big money, you save big money when you shop Menards. When you shop Menards. Thanks everybody for being here. That's the end of the program. Thanks to all of our guests.
Thank you.
What a time that was.
Thank you. Wow.
Playing any night again. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee.